This $10 camera app destroys Apple and will immediately have you taking better photos.
You could certainly convince someone that was shot with an $11,000 camera.
There you go.
Absolutely.
How's it going? What are you doing here? You know, just trying to make videos. Thought I'd make a vlog. That's beautiful.
Yeah, well,
how are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. What are you doing?
I'm hunting.
That makes sense. I need to see your skills. Do you want the glove?
I'm okay for you.
You're okay?
Okay, I'll take the glove.
Is the glove not cool?
Well, the glove's cool and actually...
Because you can't make me wear the glove and then you don't do the glove and you do better than me.
No, wear the glove.
Yeah, you have to
wear the glove.
Yeah, get the glove on, dude. So you got an R5 and an M11 and I'm going to use my phone instead.
Can we go black and white? One, draw a little bit. Right there, don't move. Bam, I'm gonna get one in. Oh,
that's dead. Look at this. Look at this. Unreal. No, you did. Stop. Making me look bad, dude.
I'm really close to the target.
You know what though? I can take nice photos. What are we thinking? Is that too aggressive on the backlight? It's pretty, but it's a lot. You know, you got the smoke, you got the atmosphere. It's almost like we've hazed this forest out. A campfire literally makes every photo, every video, everything you're filming look so filmic, so cinema, as the kids say. We're making movies, folks. We're making movies today. So Leica have an app called Leica Lux. It is better than I think anything that Apple's made. I think it renders like computational photography. I think the science behind however they've programmed this software, I think it works better than Apple's software. Because that seems to be the name of the game these days. We can only make the lenses so good, but the software continues to get better, which makes taking photos like look better. It's like a cheat. We're kind of faking it with the software because we can't get like beautiful optics, and there's a lot that makes a camera great. You can only fit so much in a phone. How could it actually be better? But let me tell you, I think it makes a world of difference. So if you're somebody that takes photos with their phone, or always has their phone on them, and is always shooting with their phone, this video is for you. You know, they always say the best camera is the one you have on you. And I spent so many weeks and months debating like which cameras do I bring home with me? What comes in my bag? Like what's my camera bag? Like what's in my camera bag? And then what's actually in my bag that comes home with me? Like my notebook, and like what camera goes in here? Because the reality is most of the time when I'm taking pictures of the kids or I'm taking pictures of just random stuff, like the phone comes out of the pocket and you snap something quick. I'm less of the guy to bust out an actual camera to shoot just random things. My camera roll is full of those types of moments. So if I can make those moments better, and they're gonna look better with the same phone just because I changed the software that I'm using, I'm probably gonna do that. Mobile photography is such an important part of our lives now, and I don't think it ever used to be that way. Like, you've got companies like Moment who are making huge lenses for phones, and there's phone cases, and there's Polar Pro, and there's people putting NDs in front of phones, and we're seeing commercials filmed with phones. Heck, we're seeing movies now filmed with phones. 28 years later, there's like a whole sequence. It's crazy how far technology has come. I also think a phone is one of the greatest cameras to start with because the barrier to entry is so low. You don't have to spend a ton of money on gear when you're already gonna have a phone anyway for other things that you're doing. So what I love most about this Leica app, you can choose any of the Leica lenses you want, and it'll adjust the focal range to that lens. So if you love shooting with the 28 or the 50, you can choose 50 or 28. It adjusts your focal length to exactly what Leica has determined their 28s and 50s should be. You can choose the Summilux, the Noctilux, like any type of those super expensive lenses that they sell, the M lenses. Then you can put like the Lux, what Leica calls their Leica Lux, on top of those photos. It's essentially a filter. My favorite right now is one from photographer Greg Williams, who's a celebrity photographer, incredible. He just came out with his own look, his own preset, if you will. Leica put a lot of love and tweaking into these looks to make them as accurate as possible. Now, I find it a little slower to use than the iPhone, but the photos that I'm getting from it are far better. Here's a shot of Cody with his bow and arrow using the Greg Williams look, shot on a 50mm Noctilux at 1.4. That renders so much better than the exact same photo done on portrait mode with the iPhone, shot at whatever the aperture is, and I had to make that black and white in Lightroom after the fact. But if I look at these two side by side, the Leica Lux version is so much better. The depth of field is rendered smoother. It looks closer to that of an actual camera. We're reviewing the shots. What do you think of that?
Oh, that's cool. It does kind of still look like a digital iPhone photo.
It does. It's still, I mean, it is, right? It's like, it's software making it look like, I don't know if you can.
In the bokeh, not in me, but in the background.
Yeah.
The soft focus.
Yeah, like there's always kind of something you can tell when a phone is taking a photo. I don't know that they'll ever get away with that because the software is kind of taking the photo, but that looks...
No, it looks really
It looks
cool,
good.
though. Yeah, and I'm criticizing it because I know that it is what it is.
Yeah, no, please criticize it.
But no,
Here,
it's awesome.
let me show you the other one we did. Like,
Yeah,
does that look like a phone?
No,
Like,
no, that one...
that could trick you. Like,
That
if we
would
showed
certainly
that to your
trick
wife
me.
and was like, which camera did Pete take this on? Like R5, M11,
Yeah.
film. Do you think she'd be like, phone?
No, you could certainly convince someone that was shot with an $11,000 camera.
There you go.
Absolutely.
It does look like it was taken or could be taken on an $11,000 camera. It's not, but it was taken with a $10 app. Forgot to mention that in the woods. This is a subscription. You do have to pay to use this camera. I'm not being sponsored by Leica. They have not asked me to make this video or paid me to make this video. They've never asked me or paid me to do anything. I just actually like it enough to share it with you because they do think it's great. The 10 bucks for me is worth it. I'm a professional photographer. I get paid to do this for a living. I think if you are someone that's just a hobbyist, don't use your phone that much, I think the iPhone camera is absolutely everything you need and more. I think if you are a pro photographer or you're someone that has shown a keen interest in mobile photography, maybe you have extra lenses, filters, and cases and things to make that camera the best you can make it, this might be something you're interested in. I wish it was free and maybe just the filters were like paid add-ons. That I think would have been better. So 10 bucks a month, you're definitely paying Leica tax on that. Everything Leica does is more expensive. For example, this is absolutely over the top absurd. It's cool. It's very cool and it's very well made, but it is not worth what they're asking. So you know Apple's got this little thing up top that I've never used on the 16 Pro. I've never used it. This uses Mag-Lock, actually clips on nice, and you've got your shutter adjustment here, your ISO and aperture. It feels closer to a regular camera with holding the shutter halfway down to get focus, pushing all the way to click it. It's great. It's unreal how much this costs to literally add a button that you already have to your phone. It's very well made. You can expect that from any of their hardware, but just absolutely something that you don't need to buy to pair with that app to make the experience any better. It changes nothing. I think if you're like a fanboy, you'll love this. Otherwise, I would put that money into the app. I think what could be cool is if you buy the grip, you get like a year free of the app, and maybe that's something they offer. I honestly have no idea, but I think buying this on its own, that's expensive. It's cool, but it's expensive. I felt it needed to make this extra clip just so that you knew this wasn't a free app. So it's probably too good to be a free app, realistically, because I do think it's amazing. All right, I got that out of the way, fair and square. Now, one of the handy things I did is I moved the Leica app on a shortcut to the bottom right-hand corner of my screen, so I can still get to the Apple camera swiping this way, but I can also get to the Leica camera that way, depending on what I want to shoot. That Greg Williams preset on a 50mm is my favorite thing to do right now. I feel like it's really making some of these iPhone photos look really nice, and especially if I don't care to pull my camera out or if I haven't got my camera with me, that's a really nice alternative between choosing which lenses I want, 28, 35, 50, and then choosing which look I want as well. Why is it that everything tastes better when it's cooked outside? Coffee tastes better when it's made outside. Food tastes better when it's made outside. Why is that? You do enough of it. Do you have any ideas?
I think it has something to do with just ancestral instincts of cooking food over fire that has been in our DNA or whatever you want to call it for generations. Smoke gives it a flavor. Let's move out of the smoke. Speaking of smoke, you don't get smoke. Being outdoors also just builds up an appetite. It's fun.
It is fun, isn't it? Dude, this is so good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Look at that. Just out here in the woods.
You should do like that crossing arms, like the, what is that, what are the two dogs?
Oh, 101 Dalmatians.
No, is it 101 Dalmatians?
What are you talking about?
Let's flip the spaghetti. That's maybe let's do like a potato cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, buddy. Home.